Alright guys and girls, welcome to another episode of Astral Auto Repairs. Damn, we just number one. Get your ticket. Alright guys, check it out. Behind me, 2007 Nissan Murano. Today, we're going to show you how to replace the oil filter housing gasket or oil filter housing seal or oil filter housing O-ring. Whatever one you want to call it, we're going to be replacing it. Coming up on Astral Auto Repairs. This channel is a member of the Astral Stars, which means we have a zero-tolerance policy against the harassment of others. Anybody who violates that policy will be banned. For further information, please visit www.theastralstars.com. Alright guys, first things first. Safety is number one. First thing you want to do is lock down your emergency brakes. Lock them down. Then jack it up. Set your jack stand up under here and leave your hydraulic jack there as added security. Alright, then you're going to take you a 21mm socket, deep or shallow, like I got, and a little extension to it. And you're going to take off the 5 lug nuts to take off that tire. Alright. Using my air gun. Go here. Alright, let's get it all off. We'll be right back. Alright guys, next thing we do, take you a drain pan and stick it up under there. We don't need it, I just need something to look at while I'm doing this job. Alright, then you want to get you a screw. You got 4 clips. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 of them are the same, and that one over there is different. What you want to do is take your flat screwdriver, and this one's broken up already, but you want to get in there and get that centerpiece to pop out. Well, it's supposed to pop out, but it came out good. See this one? That centerpiece pops out like that, and then you take the clip out. All right, we're gonna get the last one, and then on the other one, we're gonna use this body panel, pry bar, and it just goes in there like that. Yeah, like that. Goes there like that. See, this is what happens when you get one from Harbor Freight. Pull that Christmas tree clip right out of there. All right, let's get that last one out, and then you're gonna take this cover and get it out of there. All right, we'll be right back. Alright guys, here's your oil filter, and here's your oil filter housing. Also considered, it's actually considered, what is that called, Sibby?
Oil cooler?
That's an oil, ooh, man, we gotta tell us, look at this belt. Man, we gotta tell her belt, because we do not want that to break. She's gonna lose, wait a minute, what is she gonna lose? I don't know, we'll figure out in a minute. But, okay, now you're gonna get your, take off the oil filter, let me see. Yeah, it figures. That's the way you're supposed to tighten it by hand, but I don't trust that at all. And I had an oil filter wrench here just in case, because you can't trust that, guys, because a lot of guys out there are weaker than weak. So to them, tight is not tight. So what the heck, I don't know why they doing that. Guys ain't got no business working on no car.
What kind of oil filter is that, Mighty?
Yeah, that means it's a cheap oil filter. That means it's a cheap oil change. You see anything like this? That means the oil filter cost them 25 cents. Alright, so let's take this oil filter off. And then we're going to set it down in our pan. And let that oil drain for a little bit. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, the next thing you're going to do, get you a 12-inch deep 3/8 drive socket with, yeah buddy, the 3/8 drive 6-inch extension. You're going to have 2 12mm bolts here. We're going to remove those so to get this enough room for this thing to swing out instead of having to disconnect the line over there and try to mess something up. So, go out there, get my 3/8 drive ratchet. Take that one out, and then go down here and take this one out. Then what the heck, man? Why that one got tight? There we go. Alright, let's get those 2 bolts out, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, both bolts are the same length. Go back on the video, guys. I think, I might have said 12-inch socket. If I did, my bad. Well, actually, then you better try to use a 12-inch socket if I said so. But anyway, we got that off. Now look at that, guys. Yeah, buddy, that's swinging out of the way. We got that good. Now what we're going to do, guys, to make sure we got a clip right over here. So we're going to disconnect this hose right here so we can swing that thing. So let's get us a pair of needle nose and we'll be right back. Alright guys, I got me a pair of vice grips here, needle nose vice grips. And what I'm going to do is go in there, squeeze that clamp together, bring it back, and I'm going to leave my vice grips right there. The next thing we'll do, very important, take your flat screwdriver, the real small one that you used earlier, and you want to go back here, and you want to stick it between the fitting right there and the hose. You see in there?
Now your vice grips are in the way. No, I got it.
Okay, so you want to do is break that seal around there so you don't damage the hose while taking this off. Dang it. I'm gonna lose. Give me another pan for some antifreeze. Oh man. I want to take that off and show you guys instead of having to maybe I can get to it without it. We don't have to use it. We're gonna try something else though, guys. Here, let's bring this up. Instead of us losing antifreeze everywhere, let's bring this clip back up and release it. All right, now you get yours. What is this? 7/8 deep socket, 3/8 drive. You got a center nut right here. You want to switch sides now? All right, center nut right there. Get a 3/8 drive ratchet, and try to get a ratchet that has a long extension, give you enough. What the heck is my ratchet? Be right back, guys. All right, guys, got my 3/8 drive ratchet, swivel head. Put it up there like that with my 7/8 socket. And take that nut right out of there. And you can see the housing is already loose. Just take that out. Okay, put that down. And we're going to try to do this without taking those hoses off so we don't lose no antifreeze. So what we're going to do is just bring that out. There's our seal right there. And I'm going to get a mirror to show you where it sets in so you know where it goes. And there's our old one. Now, before we do that, we'll get some carburetor cleaner, brake cleaner, and clean all this up. All right, we're going to let it drain for a few minutes, let it get all that old oil out of there. We're ready to put this back together. We'll be right back. All right, guys, spraying this up. We're going to curve the straw so we can clean up the back of it and all. Yeah, buddy. Now, let's get our mirror. I'm going to show you in the back of this. See back there, Sibby?
Yes.
All right, guys. You see that little opening right there, that little ridge inside there, the little whatever you want to call it. That's where your new gasket is going to set at. So you're going to grab your new gasket, reach in there, trying to do this without, make sure that gasket goes completely inside that groove, little trench. If not, you're in some serious trouble. I'm gonna pour oil everywhere. All right, make sure. Looks like it's into you. Everything looks good to me.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Next thing we're gonna do, putting this back up. You see this little? Wipe this off. The little opening right there.
Yes.
You got to make sure that opening lines up with this part on the front of the engine. It's gonna go. It's got to go on that, over that. So we're gonna carefully. Matter of fact, let me make sure. I want to get my mirror and make sure that gasket is still in place, because guys, that is so important. All right. Slowly pick up on it. Bring it in there. Hold it right there. Get the bolt. Start that bolt by a couple threads. That way make sure you're not cross-threading it. And I'm not cross-threading it, but I'm not even in there either. The heck. Look at this belt, man. The belt, look at this, guys. This belt is done. This belt is actually going right between there, so I can't get it. So I'm gonna have to, let me back it up again. Oh, man. All right, let me make sure it's still in place. Yeah, okay, still in place. All right, now I gotta make sure this thing goes around there. Up to there like that. And
So they really shouldn't even drive it, right?
no, cause that thing definitely coming off. Yeah, I'm having a hard time getting this thing to. What the freak is going on, man? See, now I'm nervous because now I'm moving it around so much. I want to make sure. Now I want to, just to be sure. Now I'm gotta back it up again because I want to make sure that that gasket didn't move. Better safe than sorry.
Can you use any type of silicone to make sure it stays?
Yeah, you can. Oh man, I can't even see this thing.
Does look like
All
it
right.
moved a little.
Huh? No, it's in.
No? On that side? Yeah, right there.
It's
You
in.
just had your finger in it. Oh,
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Maybe it's my view.
Now let's try this again. This up there. Put the bolt. Right. I think it, no, it didn't grab. I thought it grabbed. It's like, man, what the? There we go. Okay. Let's go in there. Get our 7/8 wrench. Bring ratchet. Simple, guys. Go. Let me go over here. Alright, this is not a lot of pressure. This is just going till it stops and a little bit more. That's it. Stop. Alright, let's get our two 12mm bolts. Put them back in the bracket to hold up in place. Hold this line up in place. All right, 12mm deep with 6-inch extension. Tighten those bolts up. And to tighten them up, guys, that's all you need to do. Is bring it in until it stops. And a little bit more. That's it. Let's get this other one done, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, now that we got that done, let's get us some carburetor cleaner or brake cleaner. Let's spray all this and clean it up before we put our oil filter back on. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, next thing we do, let's grab our mighty oil filter. Clean that up a little bit. Get that. Spin it on. See, this is what I mean. These places tell these guys that do oil changes, just tighten it up by hand. But if you got somebody who can only pick up about 10 pounds, that ain't tight enough. So they should tell them, man, get sure, the safe side, tighten it up with an oil filter wrench. That way, it ain't coming off. You ain't got to worry about it. Tighten that up. All right, guys, we got that done. Matter of fact, before we put this cover back on it, let's start. We're gonna start this vehicle up and make sure we got no leaks over here. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, I got the key. Let's go start this up. Yeah, buddy, guys. Look how dry that looks. Yeah, buddy. Oh, right here? But when I tighten it up, it squeezed it out. So let's go over here and just wipe that off. Sylvie up there trying to make us look bad. Okay, but we gotta definitely tell the customer about that belt. But that belt, the air conditioning, which ain't too bad, but it also goes to the alternator. And that's bad. All right, guys. Matter of fact, while we're over here, go ahead, put our cover back up there. Now on these little things, you see how I brought the center part out? That's how it's supposed to be. You push the clip in, and then pop that center one in. That's it. And this one over here got the Christmas tree. Push that in. All right, let's get the other two in, and then we're gonna get our tire on. We'll be right back. All right, guys, the last thing we gotta do is tighten up the tire. Now, to tighten up your tire, very important, guys. Don't tighten it up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because if there's any kind of rust or any kind of corrosion on the back of this rim, it's gonna go up against that rotor, and the tire's gonna tighten up crooked. So when you're going down the road, the car is going to shake. So what you want to do is first take one and bring it in just enough to keep the wheel steady. Then you want to skip one and tighten up this one. Skip and tighten up this one. Skip and tighten up this one. So that way you're bringing and tightening up that tire flush. All right, so let's get that done and we'll be right back. All right, guys, last thing you want to do is check your oil. Got your dipstick right here. Dang. You know you lost some, so. Yeah, and we're a little bit low. So we're gonna have to add some oil. So we're gonna add some oil and we'll be done. All right, we'll be right back.
Alright, so today we had a 2007 Nissan Murano and we showed you how to replace the oil filter housing gasket, or also known as the oil cooler seal. So I don't care what you call it. So if you guys have any comments or questions, you can post it below in the comment section, or you can email Timmy at tim@astralautorepairs.com. Hope you paid attention. If not, watch it again. This is Sylvia from Astral Auto Repairs. If we can't repair it, nobody can. See you next time.